Well, what do you know, ladies and gentlemen? Of course they hid it, right? Why would they not hide it? These companies, these DEI consultancy firms, all of a sudden now don't want people to know that they worked on the game until after the game releases. And the game companies themselves probably don't want the diversity consultancy firms to be known until the game officially releases. Well, the cat's out the bag now because, of course, we had to wait until the credit scene to be able to know that this is even a thing. But according to a Twitter post from Jacob Geller, he says, surprise, I consulted on the Silent Hill 2 remake.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Now, again, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is honestly a pretty damn disgusting practice. And the reason why they're doing this is because they do pay attention to the discourse, right? They know the conversation that's going around right now. And they know that gamers do not want the services of DEI consultancy firms touching their video games. Most gamers don't want that, and the ones they do, they only play Candy Crush, right? These are not real gamers that are out here advocating for this nonsense. We know that, they know that, you know that. So now, all of a sudden, they're trying to hide it, right? They tried to do this with multiple SBI projects, and now it seems like Hit Detection, which is another DEI consultancy firm that we have spoken about in the past, is now trying to hide their involvement the same exact way until the game eventually releases, and then everybody finds out about it because of the end credits. So let's get into this video, guys. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video to push this out into that YouTube algorithm. So again, good old Jacob over here, who's so proud of himself, mind you, says, surprise, I consulted on the Silent Hill 2 remake. I had a really great experience working with the team. Because of this, I won't be talking about the game publicly. Have fun figuring out your own takes. Now, guys, keep in mind, it's not very hard to figure out your own takes because we have screenshots of stuff that Jacob Geller has said that tells us everything we need to know about the mindset of this absolute loser and the people who do stuff like this. The fact that they are actively making fun of this and actively talking about how they're not transparent is an incredible thing to witness because they pretend as if the internet's not a thing. And then they wonder why people are upset, right? They wonder why gamers don't like them. It's because they're liars. They literally will not tell you their involvement with a game. And then when you find out they were involved with the game, they won't tell you what they did. Even if you look through these comments, someone here says, Woozyface, please God, give me some idea of what that entailed for you. He says no can do. No, they don't want to talk about it because we know what they do. And they know that if they talk about it, then there's going to be a media shitstorm. We got a post here from Savvy saying, interesting. You'll never guess what else this individual believes either. Referencing Jacob Geller, look at this tweet. He quote tweeted someone called Bijan and says, I'm curious, what's the dumbest idea you have that you nevertheless believe will, if implemented, make the world a better place? He said, no gamers. This is from someone who works at a DEI consultancy firm in gaming. Then you have an article from Kotaku. NPR is very worried that gaming is going to turn kids into Nazis. All the way back in 2018, Jacob Geller said, I totally understand the defensive response to our medium, but it's not at all inaccurate to say that far-right groups are trying to recruit gamers. Much of today's alt-right grew out of Gamergate and its sympathizers, and organizers like Bannon and Milo preyed on those groups. This guy's a fucking psychopath. They are pure and utter psychos. Now, if you're asking yourself, gee, well, what does Hit Detection do, right? A company that gets hired to do nothing? It's very odd, right? This is a narrative that they keep spinning over and over because they don't want to actually tell you what they do when it comes to the video games they work on. But all you got to do is go to their website. So this is hitdetection.com. And again, we've shown this website before, but considering this is a brand new video, we're going to show it again for those of you who might not know the full, discussion around Hit Detection. They're just another SBI. There is so many of these companies because, let's be honest, this is the easiest money to make in the world. All you have to do is pretend to be a professional on diversity, equity, and inclusion and try to create problems that you are going to sell a solution for. DEI Consultancy is a massive grift. There is so much money available in that particular grift, and they know that what they're saying is bullshit. That's what makes it a grift. Not the fact that they make money, it's the fact that they know that they're lying to their consumers. They know that they're lying to the people who are hiring them, and they're trying to advocate for all of these diversity, equity, and inclusion mantras, but then eventually it ends up all tearing down most of the companies that they work with anyway. So it says Hit Detection is a video game consulting firm with a global presence. We bring decades of experience in games media, consumer electronics, and interactive entertainment to deliver the most comprehensive and accurate insights to clients who have trusted us for many years. Among the esteemed clientele that we are able to publicly reveal, we have provided services to the likes of Bloober Team, Remedy, and Sega. Now, keep in mind, this part right here, amongst esteemed clientele, we are able to publicly reveal. That means there are contracts out there in the AAA gaming scene, or even some AA, right? There's contracts out there that people work with these losers, but they don't want anybody to know. The fact that that's even a thing is actually kind of ridiculous, and it goes back to the whole reason why Sweet Baby Inc. Detected became a group in the first place. It's because transparency was not a thing, and Cabrutus tried to make transparency a thing. That was the entire reason for SBI Detected to exist, is so that we would know what games SBI worked on. No matter how much they tried to hide it, we would know it, right? It's the same thing with Hit Detection and all these other consultancy firms. They probably have contracts now that say we cannot divulge our information, what we did on the game, who actually we worked for, at least until the game releases and it's revealed in the end credit scene. Our commitment to building a team of variety of backgrounds includes underrepresented groups is a superpower that allows us to provide unique and varied perspectives, setting us apart from other firms. This diversity is a strength that fortifies our insight and gives us a natural advantage within the consulting landscape. What do you mean? What do you mean a natural advantage? There is no natural advantage to this because you and everybody else is doing it. You're all saying the same exact thing. You can't have an advantage if you're all providing the same exact fucking service that you provide. So this is such a ridiculous notion. They're trying to make themselves seem better and bigger than they actually are, but everybody's doing it. SBI is doing it. Fucking Weird Ghost is doing it. What was it? Baby Ghost. All this other nonsense. They're all doing the same exact thing. Hit Detection's current consultants boast impressive resumes. Yeah, really impressive resume, mind you, right? Really impressive resume from a person who says no gamers. Yeah, that sounds really, really impressive. These include Riot Games, Blizzard, EA, Obsidian, Eurogamer, CNET, The Verge, Polygon, GameSpot, Edge, GamesRadar, Wired, and IGN. Former consultants from our ranks have gone on to join prestigious companies such as PlayStation, Larian Studios, Xbox, EA, and Level Infinite and Tencent. Bro, these people are everywhere. I'm telling you, the rot runs extremely deep in the AAA gaming industry, and the only way it's going to stop or be or get better is if we have a hard reset, which I believe is genuinely going to happen. It's not going to happen tomorrow, and I think it's going to happen within the next few years. We're going to see another gaming crash. It's going to happen because this is not sustainable, right? This kind of like mantra about DEI leading the way and being our strength and everything like that while companies lose so much fucking money is not sustainable. And the companies are in the first part of their breakdown, which is let's fire as many people as we can to see if that helps, right? And most of the time it doesn't help. And then the next step is like, okay, let's look to see if we can sell to someone who can buy us out and get us out scot-free. They are trying to do everything they can to survive, but ultimately these companies are going to die because people like this are in it. Why are you in the gaming industry if you don't like gamers? Why are you in the gaming industry if you don't even consider yourself to be a gamer? If you say no gamers, that means it will remove yourself too if you are a gamer. So you're not in the right business. You're in the business of activism. And you're the first person to say that there are companies out there trying to recruit alt-right people from gaming. But you're the same way. You're the same exact way. You're trying to recruit leftism. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to recruit communism, Marxism. That's what you're trying to do in the gaming industry. And it's a fucking joke. So at the end of the day, man, this is why you just can't trust games even before. Like, if everything looks good prior, when the game comes out, you'll find out really quick that somebody somewhere worked on it that absolutely fucking hates you and everything you stand for. And then it just begs the question, why did you hire these people in the first place? So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you did enjoy it. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate if you could like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.